Hello everyone, Namaste. Welcome to Mindful Parenting with Dimple. So today's topic is what every child wants. So one thing that every child wants is not toys, not chocolates and not expensive gifts. They truly want is your attention. Yes. When a child keeps saying like, Mom, look at this, or Dad, listen to me, and we just respond with like, wait, or later, I'm busy, just give me 5 more minutes. In that moment, the child feels, maybe I'm not important. And what will they do next? अब उनके पास दो रास्ते हैं. या तो वो hurt होंगे, they will feel hurt and insecure, which slowly affects their confidence. Or they may show challenging behavior, not because they are bad, but simply as the way to be noticed. The child starts believing if being good doesn't get me noticed, maybe acting out will. When children shout, interrupt, throw tantrums, or misbehave in ways we don't like, very often it's not misbehavior, it's an unmet need for attention. I know, as parents, we never feel that our child is unimportant, not even for a moment, but sometimes our action speaks louder than our words. So if you're truly occupied with something very important, just pause for 30 seconds. Get down to your child's level, look into their eyes, and explain calmly. I have to work on this right now. Please give me little time. After that, we will talk, play, or whatever you like. So when children feel acknowledged and reassured, they learn patience, trust, and emotional security. You don't need hours. Just 10 to 15 minutes of undivided attention every day is more than enough. But with no phones around, no TV, and no distractions. Just you and your child. Let your child feel that right now I matter. And that can make a huge difference. Let me give you a few examples of quality attention, like playing together, listening to them without interrupting, talking about their day, and simply saying that I love spending time with you. Isn't it magical? Believe me, a child who feels seen and heard at home doesn't need to seek attention in unhealthy ways outside. Don't wait for misbehavior to connect. Children who receive attention regularly are calmer and more cooperative. You can create small daily rituals because consistency matters more than big plans. Like bedtime talk, walking together, eating one meal together, a daily how was your day moment. See, these routines become emotional anchors for children. So attention is not a reward. It is child's emotional need. One day I was attending a wedding and beside me one lady was sitting with her 2 sons, almost the same age or maybe just a small age gap. One child was sitting quietly, calmly, observing all the rituals going around. He seemed very patient, settled, and well behaved. The other child, however, was clearly uncomfortable. He didn't like being there. He was cranky, restless, and kept asking his mom to take him somewhere else. Like, Mama, chalo na bahar, Mama, bahar chalo, chalo, mujhe bore ho raha hai, something like that. So I noticed that the mother was constantly trying to calm the cranky child, talking to him, explaining, distracting him, making efforts to keep him settled. But at the same time, she hardly gave any attention to the child who was sitting quietly. And honestly, this is something many of us do as parents. We think the child is quiet, he is fine. Let me focus on the one who is creating trouble. But have we ever stopped and thought that what the quiet child might be feeling in that moment? That child might also be thinking that maybe I should also start creating drama so my mom looks at me. That moment made me realize that slowly, without realizing it, we teach children an unintended lesson that attention comes only with misbehavior. See, this is why it's important to notice the quiet ones too, to acknowledge them, to tell them that I see you. Because every child, whether loud or silent, needs attention, reassurance, and connection. Be kind to yourself as a parent because you are human first. You are not meant to be perfect every single moment of the day. There will be times when work takes priority, when you are tired, overwhelmed, or distracted. And in those moments, you are not able to give your child the attention they need. And that does not mean that you are a bad parent. What truly matters is what you do after that moment. See, when you go back to your child and say, I'm sorry I was busy earlier, you are doing something very powerful. You are teaching your child that feelings matter. Relationships can be repaired. Saying sorry is not a weakness. Love doesn't disappear because of one missed moment. Your child learns empathy by watching you. Then show it. They learn accountability when you take responsibility. And they learn emotional safety when they see that mistakes don't break relationships. These small repair moments build deep trust. They help children feel secure, valued, and confident. So remember, parenting is not about being perfect. It's about being present, aware, and willing to reconnect. And sometimes a sincere apology and a warm hug can mean more to a child than hours of forced perfection. You are on an important office call or discussing something very important with your family member. And at that moment, your child comes to you and says, come and see what I have made. Mama, please come right now. What will you do? What will you say? So situation for my last session was given that if a child comes to you and tells, okay, I don't want to study anymore. So for this, many parents may immediately react and say that you have no choice. Do you want to fail? We work so hard for you. Others are studying, why can't you? I just suggest that please do not react immediately. Your calmness gives the child emotional safety. So instead say things like, okay, tell me what's making you feel this way? Are you tired, confused, scared of failing? Or are you feeling that you are not good enough? I can see you are feeling stress. It's okay to feel like this sometimes. Is it a particular subject? Is something bothering you at school? Or are you feeling pressured or tired? You can tell me, we will find a way together. So this will make them feel understood and they may realize it and communicate the exact problem they are facing. I know studying is important, but their mental health is more important. So build trust, not fear. Children don't need perfect parents, they need present parents. So train your brain as every child deserves an aware parent. Thank you so much. Stay tuned.